Hello everyone, today's lesson is lesson 19, Factors and Prime Numbers. So the factors of a given number are the whole numbers that divide the given number without a remainder. Basically what numbers we can divide, for in this case 10 by. So the factors of 10 are going to be whatever numbers I can divide 10 by. A good way to do this is with what I call a T-chart. Okay, you put the number you want to factor on top and draw a T underneath it. Now on either side of the T we're going to write the numbers that multiply to equal 10. So for example, we have the number 1 and 10. 1 times 10 is 10. We also have 5 and 2, because 5 times 2 is 10. We could also reverse these, we could say like 2 and 5, but we don't need to list the numbers twice. So if I wanted to list the factors of 10, they would be 1, 2, 5, and 10. Now I listed these from smallest to biggest. That's not necessary, but it does help you to see if you're missing any. Alright, so this next one says, how many different whole numbers are factors of 12? Okay, so again, we want to do 12. And we want to figure out what multiplies to equals 12. And a good way to do this is basically start with 1, because 1 goes into every number. And we know that 1 times 12 is 12. Then I think, okay, does 2 go into 12? Yes, it does. 2 times 6 is 12. Does 3 go into 12? It does. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay. Since 3 and 4 are next to each other on the number line, I know there cannot be any other factors of 12, because there's no other whole numbers between 3 and 4. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Here I have listed the first 10 counting numbers and their factors. And as you notice, some of these numbers have exactly 2 factors. That's the number 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay. Numbers that have exactly two factors are called prime numbers. Prime numbers can only be divided by the number 1 and itself. So in case of 2, it can only be divided by 1 and 2. Notice the number 1 has only one factor, so it is not prime, and neither is it composite, which is what we call these other numbers. Okay. So here it says the first 4 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, and 7. What are the next 4 prime numbers? To figure this out, we're going to go ahead and list just the next set of numbers after 7. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And I want to see if any of these are prime. So we know that any even number can be divided by 2. So I know that no even number is going to be prime except for the number 2. So that takes out 8 and 10, takes out all the even numbers. Okay. Now I need to look at the odd numbers. A good way to check to see if an odd number is divisible by more than just 1 in itself is to check it against these other prime numbers. If any of these numbers can be divided by 3, 5, or 7, then it's not prime. So if we look at the number 9, 9 can be divided by 3, so that means it's not prime. 11, number 11 is prime because it cannot be divided by anything but 1 and itself. 13 is also prime. 15 can be divided by 5. So 15 is not prime. 17 cannot be divided by anything else, and neither can 19. So these are my next 4 prime numbers: 11, 13, 17, and 19. And that's it for this lesson. Thanks for watching.